Hi guys, welcome to the preview of the T20I series between India and New Zealand. We'll try to keep this one short. Just like India's performance in the ODI series, we fell short of winning the series. But yeah, we'll talk about the ODI series in a while. Talking about the T20I series, India, Rehan Shuman Gill not being selected for the T20 World Cup and this series. A lot of questions were raised on his performance and selectors rightly left him out. Also, the designated vice captain becomes Akshar Patel, which means he'll be playing in the playing 11. Washington Sundar has been ruled out. There is no Tilak Varma for the first three matches. Shreyas Iyer does come in place of him, but what we have been hearing in the press conference from the captain Suryakumar Yadav is that Ishan Kishan will continue playing at number three until Tilak Varma comes back, which is also good for him because he's been selected as a backup wicket keeper. And all your players going into the T20 World Cup, if they are in form and have some game time, it becomes better for you as a team. For the people who are making comebacks are Jasprit Bumrah and Hardik, both of whom were rested for the ODI series. So in all, India will be looking to play all their perfect, like ideally looking for a perfect combination in all the five games. But the question that I would like to ask you before you start answering anything is whether Rinku Singh finds a place in your perfect 11.
He doesn't for me, but if he gets any game time, it'll be good because you need a designated finisher. So far, Shivam Dubey has not been able to do that role. The dependency on Hardik Pandya is a bit too much. And given the number of T20s that we are playing, you might see him get some game time. He needs to perform though. He has some big shoes to fill in. There is no Jitesh Sharma. I think India
Yes,
are looking beyond him. Uh, a new role for Ishan Kishan at number three. He's pretty much like to like for Tilak Verma.
correct.
Pretty much the similar style of batsmanship. Uh, Good for him. Happy to see him make it to the side. If he does exceedingly well, you might see him even open and give Sanju Samson a run for his money. You don't know how. I mean, cricket is unpredictable. The squads keep changing. You don't know what might transfer. But important for Shreyas Iyer also, I feel, to get it back into form. He seems very off at the moment. A very mediocre series. Mediocre is a good word, probably. Very poor series in the one day against New Zealand. A lot of questions need to be asked. There is Ravi Bishnoi as well, if you see the list.
Correct.
I don't know whether he'll get any game time or not, but again, he's a decent spinner. Had a couple of bad IPLs, but there was a point of time where he was number one T20 bowler. So I don't know how he's going to fare.
Interesting. I'm of the opinion that Ravi Bishnoi won't get a game time because of Varun Chakravarti, and since Kuldeep Yadav is already benched, there is no sense of playing Ravi Bishnoi over Kuldeep Yadav because he's not even there in the squad. He's just as a backup ka backup. And in terms of Shreyas Iyer, again, I completely agree with his okayish performance in the ODI series. But again, he's just again been selected as a backup in case you want to rest someone like Surya Kumar Yadav, or I mean, Sky won't be resting because he's short of runs as well. So if you want to rest someone like a Hardik for a game here and there, then maybe. And if Tilak Verma is not able to come back in the fourth and the fifth, maybe one T20 here and there. But yeah. More likely on behalf of India, I would like to see Shivam Dubey perform. I rightly agree with you. I like the role that India has given to him. He has to bowl 1 over in the death between 16 to 20, and maybe a couple of overs or at least 1 over in the middle between 10 to 8 to 15. So yeah, the combination that I would stick with for this series and the T20 World Cup is I would like to see not Rohit, sorry, to see Jaiswal. Sorry, sorry.
Abhishek Sharma.
I'm selecting all the good openers. Sorry, yeah. I would like to see Abhishek Sharma and Sanju Samson open. Ideally, I would like to have Tilak at three, but for this series, at least, I would have Ishan at three, Sky at four, Shivam Dubey at five, Hardik at six, Akshar at seven, Rinku Singh at eight. You have Varun Chakravarti at nine, and then two fast bowlers in Ashdeep and Bumrah. So in all, you get three pacers, one medium pace all rounder, and then is it two spinners? Yeah, two spinners in. Akshar and Varun Chakravarti. And this is only until Washington Sundar comes back. Once I think if he's fit for the T20 World Cup, then I would swap Washington Sundar for Rinku Singh.
I just think it is a little too batting heavy, but yeah, that's what India have
Yeah,
actually
I
been
mean,
following.
yeah, depending on the reliance. I mean, obviously you would want Harshit Rana to be there in the T20 lineup after what he's done in the ODI series. But yeah, he becomes a fourth pacer as well. But I don't think, at least in the first phase of the T20 World Cup, where we play USA, we play Namibia, and we play Pakistan on a spin friendly pitch. I don't know if Harshit Rana would be useful over there. So maybe somewhere going into the second half of the T20 World Cup, just like how we did in the last World Cup, where we played Siraj in the initial stage, and then we had Kuldeep Yadav when we went to West Indies.
Yeah, you're right. And just a trend, if Ishan Kishan doesn't play well in the first two T20s that he plays, you might see a straight swap for Shreyas Iyer.
Correct.
I
Agree.
agree to you on that. I don't see him making to the 11 given his form. Uh, but yeah, see, these are the matches that are going to help you decide your final squad for the World Cup. I mean, there could still be a wildcard entry in place. You never know. If there is any injury scare that is there.
There are a
Bowling
couple of injury
wise,
scares.
yeah, but bowling wise, I think we are very much sorted. It's just that the batting form has actually been blowing hot and cold. So you
Correct.
don't know where your runs are going to come from. And that number 5, 6 is a little bit crucial.
Hmm.
Uh, so yeah, that would be the emphasis for Indian team.
I agree, number 5 and 6, but also number 4. What do you have to say about Captain Sky's performance? Do you think he'll be able to turn it around in this series?
I mean, you see, he's a quality player, and I think he needs to apply himself out there. It's easier to say it, but he actually needs to spend more time on the crease, is what I feel. Uh, and ideally, I would like to see him at number 3,
Mhm.
but since he is the captain of the side and he's looking at the larger things for the team, he's put himself at 4. That number 4 spot is usually a tricky one because
Hmm.
you don't know at what stage of the game you're going to come out to bat because he's a player who likes to play spinners really well. He uses his feet well. He's got a good timing.
The sweet
So
spot, especially.
right, so it's just a matter of time for him to come to form. And given the bowling lineup, we underestimated it in the ODIs. They did really well. See, we underestimated it,
Yeah.
but yeah, see, it's the T20 format is different from the ODIs. I still believe Indian batting has an edge over this New Zealand bowling, despite the dismal performance. Yeah, let's hope that they come out on top.
Okay. Now let's move on to New Zealand. Uh, Lockie Ferguson, then Finn Allen and Tim Seifert are about to join the India series after the first three T20 matches because they are busy with their BBL commitments. Talking about the other players returning, Mitchell Satner, Adam Milne, Rachin Ravindra, lot of big names coming back in, Mark Chapman as well. Daryl Mitchell has been in the form of his life. Glenn Phillips, if he's there, I don't remember, but yeah. See, I would like to say the squad looks so strong that they don't have a place for Kyle Jamieson, their best bowler on this series. So I think it's, let's not overestimate or underestimate New Zealand, but yeah, I think they are here to fight. And a five-match T20I series, even if they go on to lose, suits them well going into the T20 World Cup because obviously they are always labeled as the underdogs, but they always outperform themselves, outperform the big teams. And looking at the conditions where they'll be playing the T20 World Cup, it suits their bowling, it suits their batting as well. They have a lot of attacking players. But who is your player to watch out for from New Zealand, and what are your expectations from New Zealand this T20I series?
I think the biggest good news for New Zealand is the return of their captain,
Hmm.
Mitchell Satner.
Hmm.
He is the key man for me in this series. Uh, he's terrific with the ball, terrific in the field, with the bat as well. He's done fairly well. For me, he's the player to watch out for, and he leads the side very comfortably.
Correct.
He's got a good sense of game awareness, and given the fact that there is Rachin Ravindra at the top who has come back, Mark Chapman has been in good form. Daryl Mitchell, you have seen how well he played. Glenn Phillips as well. Naman Shah always says this name, so I have to repeat this. Bevan Jacobs.
Yep.
He is making, he's in the team, so you don't know whether he'll get a game or not. But what we have heard that he's a quality player. Spin wise, also they have Ish Sodhi who is coming back to the scheme of things. He's also a quality spin bowler. If you remember the last time that New Zealand played India in the T20 World Cup, he played a major role. Him and Satner got India out for very cheap score, I remember, and New Zealand won the match. I think it was 2016 World Cup. James Neesham is
Correct. Yeah.
also back, so the team overall looks
James
very good.
Neesham.
Yes.
Yeah. India is
So
about to lose.
So the team is actually very great. If you see, with the return of Matt Henry, they have that experience in the bowling and quality with the bat also. So you're going to see games that are being evenly fought, and good time for India to actually look at the weaknesses and strength of the opposition.
But what are your expectations for the series?
After the poor performance in the ODI series, as I keep saying this, they would like to actually win this series and end on a high note. Although India don't play with their full strength, because I see Tilak Verma to be the player that they would
Agreed.
be missing big time, because he's
Agreed.
been the standout batter for the last year or so.
Ever
Abhishek
since Kohli is gone.
Sharma's Ever since Kohli is gone, and Abhishek Sharma's form has just dipped a little, is what I feel. So, given all the scheme of things, India would like to win this series and win it quite convincingly. I look at them winning it 4-1. That's my prediction. I know I'm being very optimistic. I got the New Zealand ODI series correct, so let's see if I get this one right.
You got it correct, or?
Last ODI मैंने बोला था ना that New Zealand would win.
अच्छा वो वाला ठीक है मेक सेंस फेयर इनफ फॉर मी माय प्लेयर टू वॉच आउट फॉर फ्रॉम इंडिया वुड बी हार्दिक obviously his fitness is the most crucial element for India. If he is not fit, India will not qualify for the finals, maybe out in the semis, and that's what we want as Indian fans as well, to get Gambhir out. But yeah, from New Zealand's perspective, I think my player to watch out for would be someone like a Rachin Ravindra and someone like a Finn Allen as well. I was watching a match today only between the Sydney Sixers and the Perth Scorchers, and on a wicket that was doing so much, he outscored Steve Smith as well. And the way in which he was scoring runs, it was beautiful to see. He's looking in great touch, and on flat pitches in India, it's an invitation for him to come and score 100 each match. So yeah, these two players for me, and I would agree with you. I would want India to win, but just a bit more respect to New Zealand this time around. I would predict a score of series scoreline of 3-2 in favor of India.
At least we agree that India might go on to win the series.
See,
I
I'm
just
not
feel
agreeing to anything right now. I'm just hoping that India goes on to win, because if we lose this series, then it's game over for India in the T20 World Cup. The entire perception of India being bullies or dominant force in T20Is would vanish before the T20 World Cup. Plus, it's a younger side, so that sets into the mind that we've been winning on a we've been on a winning note, and there have been wholesale changes, and then we lose a big series before the World Cup. So it's imperative for India to win, or else it's closed doors for India in the World Cup.
look. I agree with you. If New Zealand have to win this series, it's only going to be because of their batting. Because I don't see that experience in their lineup. With the ball, obviously, they have a very well balanced attack. Batting is just a little tentative. Given the bowlers that India have with Bumrah and Chakravarti, I feel they might dominate. So it will be an interesting contest between Indian bowlers and New Zealand batters.
I agree, and it's gonna be a great series to watch for. It's a very short time. It's only 9 days, and in which we'll be having five T20I matches. So in the blink of an eye, you will have another T20I just around the corner. So do tune into the Slip Quadrant for more content, and keep tuned, and do follow our page as well. Thank you.